Good morning, my magical friends, and happy Monday to you. I thought that today I would do a video on how to make rose water. As you can see right here, those are some bottles that I've recently made from a batch that I did not too long ago. And I had a lot of people asking me how I made it and what its uses were for, so I thought I would do a video on it. It's a super easy way to add a little bit of magic into your beauty routine, to add a little herbal magic into healing and medicine. It's amazing. So rose water, basically, to simplify how it's made, is that you just need distilled water or clean water from a natural source and then rose petals. So with this, the last batch I made, I had probably about a dozen red roses, and I took and removed the petals from them and boiled them with some distilled water. So that's how we got that nice dark red tint of that water. Today, I'm making a mini batch. I'm using some rainwater that I collected on Beltane, and one little pink rose. So I wanted to make some pink rose water, which I'm going to use for ritual purposes and magic, where the red ones that you see, I actually, I use those for beauty stuff. So I've given quite a lot away, and I hope people are using it because it really works. So as far as what you can do with rose water outside of like a magical sense, is that you can use it to treat eczema. You can use it for acne. It helps soothe that. If you've got sunburns, it helps soothe sunburns. It takes redness out of your face. It's a wonderful like toner to put on your face in the morning or before you go to bed. It'll make your skin really soft. I have eczema on my foot, not TMI or anything, but and it seems right in my family because I have a younger cousin who has it and my nephew. So we all know, anyone with eczema, that the cream that you get from the doctor can burn and sting, and for kids that really sucks. So the rose water, when you put that on, it doesn't hurt at all. Like, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't sting, it doesn't burn, and it takes the itching away in about 10 minutes. So it's pretty awesome. But there are so many uses for this, guys. Like, seriously, make yourself some because it's like a magical elixir. So today I'm going to show you how to make it. We're going to do I'm going to try to learn how to put multiple videos together to make one. So this is going to be an adventure for me too. But the first part is I'm just going to show you the beginning steps before we start to boil, and as we go I will share with you different magical uses for this as well. So what you want is a rose. Now, the fresher your rose, as they say, the better it smells. So this is an older rose. I don't like the idea of taking a beautiful flower and ripping it apart, even if I'm turning it into something magical. So I kind of let mine die a little bit just before the point where I would go and dry them. So you just simply take the bottom of your rose down here and pinch and pull. I mean, really easy. The whole shabam will come out together. And then you're gonna just put your petals and take a peek, like, especially if you're using old roses, you don't want, oops, where am I? You don't want any like old ones like this in there. So just kind of give them a look over as you put them in. Oops. They still smell really good. So you'll put them in your pot like this. And now you add your water. So this is when we would be adding our distilled water or rainwater like I'm using. And you only want enough water to cover the petals. We are not making rose soup. We want a nice concentrated amount of roses to water. So you want definitely just enough to cover your roses. You do not want them to be just floating around. So I actually kind of got lucky. So one rose for one jar about this size is pretty much all you need. So if you can see, I'm just gonna move it like this. Let's try this. Here we go. So look at my dirty stove. Our cauldron is just full a little bit with water. So that's all you need. So now we're gonna boil it. So I'm gonna put you guys on pause And I hope I figure out how to put these videos together. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put you on pause. I'm going to boil this water, and then we're gonna come back when it's boiling. So another little thing when you're boiling, don't put it too high, as you don't want to boil your water out. I had a friend that happened to her, so definitely don't use the high, kind of put it at a medium high, and just, yeah, so let it boil. So once it gets to boiling, I'm going to come back and we'll talk about how long to let it boil and all of that good stuff. So see you in a little bit. Just a quick little update on our little journey. So as you can see, the roses are starting, the roses are starting to heat up. So I'm gonna use this with my spoon here. You'll notice as they heat up, they lose their color. That's what you want. So don't be alarmed if your roses start getting faded. We want that to happen. So we're almost to a boil, which is super exciting. So as we wait for this to boil, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about what you can use this for, especially when it comes to magic. Roses have long been associated with love, and there are so many different colors of roses, so that just think of like the possibilities of different kinds of love magic you could do. You could do yellow roses and make yellow water for friendship. If you look into the stories and histories, like the language of flowers, I think is what I'm trying to say, you'll see like there's all kinds of different colors for different uses, so you can take advantage of that. I'm using pink because I want to connect with Goddess, and I want to use it for glamours and just kind of beauty stuff, things like this. So use any color you want, and you take advantage of color correspondences when you're making your water. You can use this outside of love magic too. You can do it like a self-love spell where you anoint yourself with your rose water and just remind yourself how beautiful you are, and that's inside and out. Or you can use it for glamours and make yourself feel beautiful and maybe put on a new face for a night. I love glamours. Someday I'll do a video on them. Goddess rituals, of course, is another amazing way to connect with Goddess and to use your rose water. So you can dedicate some to the Goddess and then anoint yourself, anoint your candles, anoint your jewelry, anything really. I mean, the possibilities are truly endless. So you guys notice how the color is really draining? That's what we want. Of course, roses and sex go together. So of course, some sex magic or fertility magic. You could use this to anoint your womb, and if your partner's into it, you can anoint him or her, or you know, whatever, and make some sex magic going on, some fertility magic. You can use this for healing spells, of course. So if there's someone you want to heal, you can offer to anoint them with your water or to give them some. Don't drink it, it tastes terrible. It wouldn't be poisonous, but don't drink it. Outside use only. So now my rose petals have turned this beautiful shade of death, and we're going to just let them boil. So mine have come to a boil, and I am going to let them boil for 20 minutes. So just going to let them boil, let them kind of simmer. I'm going to turn the heat down a little and just let them cook away for, excuse me, for 20 minutes. And then we're going to come back. See you soon. So we're just boiling away right now. We have about 1 minute left on the timer. As you can see, it's kind of a nice pink shade now. All the colors drained from the rose petals. We're just gonna let this finish up here, and then we will strain it and bottle it, and we're done. Super easy. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. The longest part is the boiling. I'm super proud of myself right now because during that 20 minutes I've managed to shower, charge my phone. It's amazing what you can do in 20 minutes. Do you guys ever like randomly set a timer and then like set your some bizarre challenge? I do that all the time. It's messed up, but I will. Like 10 minutes, I can shower in 10 minutes, sure. I like a challenge, and I have to say, not to toot my own horn, but I totally did it. We got our jar here. This is just the jar that I had that original water in. I'm just gonna put it right back in the jar. got a strainer, so you're gonna want to have some form of mesh straining device. And really, that's all you're gonna need. So what you do after it's all bottled, let it cool, and then you can just take a cotton swab or a piece of Kleenex or whatever and get it wet, and then just use that. There's our timer. Use that to dab it on your body. I wouldn't recommend using a face cloth because it's quite pigmented. So especially if you use the red roses, they're very pigmented, and I think it will probably stain. So as you can see, they've kind of turned like a pinkish kind of white. And now I'm going to just strain them into, and I don't even think I need, oh, I should use a strainer. I'm not gonna go be rogue today. Never mind. So we're just gonna carefully strain our rose water, oops, into our jar. Make a mess like I'm doing. Wow, this turned out really nice. So, there you have it, my friends. Rose water. And you never, ooh, a little smoke there, a little flare. You never know what kind of color you're gonna get. So I ended up getting this really, whoops, burning myself. I get so excited, I can't just leave things alone. This really, really nice kind of pink tone, so that's cool. So that's it, folks. I'm gonna let that cool. I am going to be using this in a goddess ritual, and I just want to show you, see how it will get on your cloth. So don't use a cloth when you're using this, but it won't stain your skin. So again, healing, great for eczema, amazing for acne, amazing for your skin. It's great for your pores. It makes you feel absolutely gorgeous and amazing. Use it on bruises. You can use it on itching, itches, bug bites, all kinds of things. So check it out online. I'm sure there's so many uses for this, and I really, really hope that this inspires you to make your own magical blends. It's easy. You shouldn't be intimidated by it. If I can do it, you can do it, and you will be so pleased with your results. I hope you have an amazing and magical Monday, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me.